Okay, I'm right here. I'm fixing to blow out the pool. I'm going to show you guys how to do it the right way. And this will keep your clients happy and have you come back and do more work with regards to fall and winter cleanup. So here it goes. The technique is to get everything off the ledges from the opposite direction that you're pointing at. Never blow next to yourself, because there's a thing called blowback with these blowers. It's a part of fluid dynamics. There's a bit of turbulence on the outside stream of your wind coming out of your blower, and that is going to cause whatever you're blowing to blow the opposite direction of the direction that you're pushing that wind to. And that's what happens usually when landscapers don't really have a good idea on how to control their wind flow. So they'll sit back, they'll blow right next to themselves, and that blowback either to push it into the pool or push it back behind them. And the biggest tip on blowing for to control your debris is to always stay behind it. So if you're blowing right here, don't go past it, right? And what that means is there might be leaves or pine needles here, but you don't want to blow right here and push into it, because not only will it cause blowback like this right here with it on idle, see that? You want to stay at a good distance and you want to blow from the side like that. Bam! You can control it. Same thing here. I got it off this ledge, so you can see the pine needles are basically off. So I'm going to start on the outside. About a foot or two, depending on how close you are, you'll get it as you go. But you start from a good distance away from it. That way you have your wind stream established, and then you start pushing it in the direction you want it to go, like this. A lot of mistakes that the guys make is that they like to blow it directly. And what I mean by that is they'll get their debris, they'll target it like this, and then they'll blow directly. So that's not a controllable concept when you're in a tight space, or you got a pool, or you have to blow inside of some rocks like what we have here. We got some river cobble. I'm going to show you guys how to do it the right way so that you're not struggling and that you're not looked at crazy when the job is done. Now, I got it off all of the border except that corner because I was explaining in the video. So let me do that. Now, this technique is really unnecessary right now because I'm going to be blowing, I'm going to section it off, okay? And what that means is what's over here, I'm probably going to push over there. What's on this wall from that narrow side, I'm going to push all the way down to that corner, right? And don't obsess over it. You're not going to get every single leaf, right? Now, you can if you have a vacuum, or if they're paying you 5 times as much as you're going to be getting paid for this job, typically. So, outside of that, you're not going to get all the leaves, and you shouldn't break your head over it. Find a starting point where you want to do your containment and map out the place, see where you want to go. So in here, it's not a really good place to collect your leaves because it's a tight spot. I got a 50-gallon bag. I don't want to really go through all that hassle. And plus, I need an open space like right here in this corner where I can flush them back over there where I started from in the front of the house. So I'm going to take these leaves, I'm going to flush out that corner first. I'm going to take these pine needles and leaves and I'm going to flush them right here. And then I'm going to take these guys and run them into this corner where I have a pretty wide open spot to do my collection. And it's out of the way so that no one can see it. And if I can get this gate open, I'll probably just flush them out to the street along with the other batch. So let's see if this gate opens up. Oh, it's locked. All right, good. So I can flush everything in this backyard out to the street without having to collect. And that's my goal. I'm trying to symbolize my mission and get in and out as fast as possible. Doopy didn't show up today, so he's having a bad morning. Tires flat, phones are dead, and his wife had to call me or text me and let me know what the situation was. So, and I want to encourage you guys, you can be discouraged, but don't break, all right? And what that means is you can have your moments of breakdown, but don't let those moments take over your decision making for the goals that you placed for yourself, right? And that's very important, especially if you're teamed up with a lot of people that are supporting you and want you to do better. You're trying to do better, and you're trying to get things under control in your life. Keep your focus. You're not going to get anything easily. And if you got a lot of purpose, you're going to have a lot of headache, because that's going to be the process that takes you to the next level. It's not the process that brings you down. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. That comes from the heart and the soul. I'm going through it. I'm facing some pretty heavy circumstances right now myself, but I'm not going to be discouraged. I'm going to keep pushing, and I'm going to do this for you guys. Let me know in the comments if you feel like that was a good message. I only say that because I like to encourage people, and you'll catch it in some of my other videos. Even though I'm talking about whatever process I'm taking, I always end up going into some motivational speech. And that wasn't actually my intention on the channel, but it came from what I'm really thinking and feeling all the time for my people. And I support you guys. I want you to support me, support my people, and we can help each other come up, all right? So let's take a look. I'm gonna flush out this corner. I already cleared this portion of the front yard. Let's look. Okay, so the gate's not locked. It's just out of commission. So I fixed gates. So what's going on here is that over time, it might be repainted and it looks decent, but the gate is actually, the reveal is off. As you can see that I point out at a lot of my properties and some other videos. Because this one is leaning away from the wall. See that? And it's rotted out right here. I know that it's old. And what they did was they repainted it, made it look good. They put it on the market. I actually got hired by a realtor for this job, but which is typical. It's nothing bad. It's just that when you're selling houses and flipping, you're going to take the least costly route, because their business is the return. Okay, so if you put a lot in and you only get so much back, then you're not going to get a big return, and you're not going to be able to feed your family. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to lift it up. If I can do it one-handed, I'm lifting it with my foot. Bam, there you go. So I tried to open it earlier. Now that I have a free space to blow, I already blew this area, so I'm not going to backtrack. And that's what I teach my guys. Don't backtrack. If you already hit one area, you should never have to return all the way up until the job is done. So I'm not going to retrace my steps in this direction. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flush this. And get this corner clean, get all that clean. I'll let you watch as long as my camera stays on, and then we'll get this video winding down. All right, let's go, guys. Always step back. When you are blowing up and you start getting backflow and that debris is starting to come back at you and that dust, step back, flush it out. Flush it out of the air, put it in the direction you want it to go. coming out on the other side, I don't want to blow too hard in that direction because I know that wind follows the surface that it's closest to. And what that means is, like in fluid mechanics, I forgot the action, but it also happens the same with bullets. And the guys that are in the military, been in warfare, know that when they're in a tunnel or in a highway overpass, or they're running next to a wall, those bullets will actually start to suck in to that wall surface as they push along. And so it's not safe to run along that wall if you're in combat and enemy fire is directed towards you. But I'm gonna flip that over and I'm gonna tell you guys that you can use that to your advantage when you're blowing. But there's a technique to it, and I'm gonna start giving names for every technique that I have, so that if you're trying to learn how to blow more efficiently or train your team, you can start giving them concepts with a name and identifier that'll help them remember what to do, like a playbook. And it'll be a tactical playbook. Most of the guys that come to work for me, they struggle the most with blowing, then trimming, and then mowing. And that's on my lawn care and landscaping. I'm not even going to get into my general contracting work. But right now, I'm just going to get this loose. As you notice, I flick it. I'm creating turbulence so that there's a vibration. It might lift some stuff up enough, and the continuous airflow will continue to push it out. And so if it doesn't do it when I have a static ratio, I'll flip it. And then from there, it'll flush all this stuff out. And I also blow my corners to clear the corners, because I can't get in there and blow down like this. All that stuff's going in my pants, in my face, nose, back of my neck, and I don't want that. You can do it if you got a full suit on, but I'm not. Check this out. So we're done there. I'm gonna leave this gate open because I'll be in and out of the backyard, and I need the shortest route. And mind you, I am by myself, so I need to be as efficient as possible because I'm losing time on my other jobs. And since I know I'm gonna be solo today, I have to work twice as fast. Not twice as hard, but twice as fast. So you have to think when you're out here, guys. Notice my direction. I'm pointing myself away from the pool and towards that door, but at an angle. Like I said, if I blow it straight towards the door, that blowback will run cat-a-corner or at its angle towards the pool, and then I'm gonna have more issues.